shit! Got him! Oh, hell yeah, baby! Don't get my other line. Do not get my other line. Oh, wow, look at that dragon. Look at that dragon.
Hey there folks, and welcome back to Kambotrout Fishing. On today's video, I'm out here with Fish and Hunt Maryland on Maryland's eastern shore, chasing snakehead. Now, along the way, I'll provide the tips, the tricks, the action, the gear, so keep an eye out for all of that. Thanks much to Fish and Hunt Maryland for capturing this awesome drone video here. I'm gonna have to look into getting one of my own and really using it a lot more on the water. Now, if you missed it from last week, make sure you check out my video that was topwater rockfish and some of the biggest, heaviest crabs I ever caught in my life. But for today's video, this is actually my first snakehead ever on drone footage. So don't forget to hit that like button. And now, let's get to the video.
All right. There you are. Heck yeah. Well folks, here we are today, coming to you from Maryland's eastern shore, and I'm on with my first fish of the day. I've made a few casts to the shoreline with a buzzbait with a topwater mouse. I just took the Mepps number 4, which I've told you about before. It's one heck of a lure. And sure enough, we're hooked up with our first fish of the day. Now I caught her way out here in the middle of nowhere because I was fishing the shoreline, not getting anything. I was like, you know what? Let me check and see if the snakehead are offshore today. And sure enough, here she is. Like I said before, that's on the Mepps number 4 inline spinner. I'm telling you, that is one heck of a lure. It catches everything that swims, it seems like, man. Oh, oh, oh. There she goes. There she goes, being a snakehead. And there she is. What a little beauty. What a little beauty. Your lucky day, little guy. A little beauty. All right, you. Thank you for the ride. And away she goes. So that could be the name of the game. You know, one fish does not a pattern make. But I've only been on the water casting for maybe 5 minutes. And using the Mepps, casting out into the middle of nowhere, has already produced one fish. Let's see if we can make it more. And as always, folks, square away your gear. It's already problematic having your rods in the front of your boat. At least keep them hooked up. Make less drama for you. Oh, I didn't mention, I'm out here today with Fish and Hunt Maryland. I'll leave a link in the description to their site. But if you want to learn more about fishing and hunting in Maryland, check them out, man. They're out here today to join me for some snakehead fishing, like I said, on Maryland's eastern shore. So I'm going to show them around and hopefully impart some knowledge to them, and they'll be able to pass it on to you. And again, I'll leave a link in the description. I'll introduce the 2 gentlemen who are with me here today once we get them launched. Because right now, they're getting some shots of me with the drone. You may actually be able to hear the drone in the background. It's over to my left, off my shoulder. And that was pretty cool because I'm pretty sure they got that whole catch on video from the drone. So that's pretty sweet, man. Only way it could have been better if it was topwater. There you are. They're around, but they're waiting for a minnow. As soon as I put on a minnow, there she was. There you go, rascal. There she is. She's being kind. As soon as she saw that minnow, she pounced on it. There she is, folks. Was it Patrick?
Yeah.
Yes, all right. Hey folks, like I told you before, out here with Fish and Hunt Maryland, on the front side over here you see Patrick. Paul's out here somewhere, you'll see him soon. This is the second of the day, probably about a 17-incher, 16, 17-incher. And she was in the shallows and jumped on the minnow as soon as it landed. I've been casting to the shallows consistently with the topwater mice, with the buzzbait, with everything in my arsenal. And they really haven't been all that interested. I got the one early on the MEPS. But I know they're in these shallows, and sure enough, as soon as I put on a nice big minnow under a float, probably about 10 inches under the float, that bobber went down almost as soon as I put it in there. So that might be the pattern today, which wouldn't be a big surprise because that's what they do in the fall. In the fall, they tend to really key on live bait. And if you've seen my videos, you already know the story on that, man. I'm gonna keep the lures handy. I would much rather a topwater bite today, but if they want the big minnows, that's why I bought them. Now to rig these up, like I said before, I'm fishing a float on top. Just make sure the float's big enough to hold up a large minnow. That's really all you need from the float. Down from that, I have a barrel swivel to prevent some of the line twisting that's normally involved with the kind of float fishing like this. And about 10, maybe 12 inches under the float, that's going down to a 1/0 octopus hook, Gamakatsu. I am lip hooking the minnows, and that's it. The rig itself doesn't get much more simple, but it's one heck of an effective way to catch snakehead. So let's see if we can find number 3.
As the day went on here, folks, I think I began to discern a pattern. I got that first fish out in the channel or channel edge on a MEPS. Then I was able to get one shallow on minnow, and it seemed like as the day progressed, the fish were moving more shallow as the water warmed. I noticed it first right here when I was undoing a snag and I saw them spook from deep in the mats. What I ended up doing was changing tactics, and I started targeting near these little islands, near the structure in these pad fields, especially those areas or little holes or ambush points that have top cover. I've said it before in my videos, snakehead just seem to love top cover. Just protect them from those threats from above like eagles and such. So, some great notes there, file those away. Always pay attention to what you're seeing on the water. Watch for when birds fly over and they're spooking, anything like that. Be aware of your surroundings, it'll make you a better fisherman.
Alright, I just had a hit where I just landed this thing. But the snakehead has not been coming back today, so I'm not super optimistic about my chances of getting her to bite again. They've been hitting once and that's it. Oh my God! Did you see the size of that fish? Holy, that fish was enormous. Oh, why did you have to miss it? Oh my God, that fish was big. Holy crap. Oh, I don't think she's coming back. Oh God, that hurt. Oh, that fish was so big. You fish haunt my dreams for a reason, man. It's that kind of crap right there. Fudge frickin' muffin. That was movement. I don't know from what. Did he get it? Did he get it? He didn't get it. He missed it again. Oh, this wind is blowing, man. Yeah! Got him! Hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah, baby! Don't get my other line. Do not get my other line. Oh, wow. Look at that dragon. Look at that dragon. Oh, come to me. Come on. No, not in that. Yes! Yeah! Oh, I just picked another one. Oh, man, that makes my trip. Oh, that makes my trip. Anytime I come out to the Eastern Shore, man, that's at minimum from an hour and a half in the morning, and anywhere between like an hour 45 and 3 hours in the afternoon, depending on the frickin' traffic. So when I can come out here and catch a fish this size, oh, it makes it so worth it, man. Oh, it makes it so worth it. And on top water after she missed it twice. Oh, so blessed, man. Oh, so blessed and so lucky to land this fish. He's so mad. I don't blame her. I do not blame her. Oh, yes. Oh, I love you fish so much. You are so much fun. I don't know if I'm getting this hook back without it being bent all to hell. Yep, it broke. It broke. She may not actually be a full 30 inches looking at her now. There she is. And she is 28 and a half. So not quite what's commonly referred to as dragon status, which is usually up around, what, like 30 inches or so? There's some dispute on that, especially from my buddy Dan Mancari. But that's a conversation for another time. What a gorgeous fish. Oh, thank you so much. Well, folks, it's been a heck of a day out here. Thanks again to Fish and Hunt Maryland for the invite, for letting me take y'all out today, for the interview, for everything. And folks, I'll leave a link in the description to their site. I may have broke the hooks on that, one of my favorite lures, man, but when you're dealing with a fish that big, if it ain't worth it, I don't know what is. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.